So normally when I'm trying to decide which weapon I should cover next, I usually browse the comment section of the previous videos to see what you guys would like to see, but not this time around. This one is all me. The Cyanex is an interesting little weapon. It's an Amalgam Corpus secondary that requires Mastery rank 8 and it fires homing projectiles that do impact damage on, well, impact, as well as some gas damage in a relatively small area. The crit chance is pretty bad at only 8% with a below average 1.4 times crit multiplier, but the status chance is very nice at 32%. Additionally, the Cyanex has a secondary fire which allows you to fire out your entire magazine in a rapid burst. The blueprint can be acquired from the Corpus Lab in the dojo and it's not that expensive to build. You're gonna need some field drone, nanospores, a bit of hexanon and a forma. So let's give it a shot. Name of the playlist? Yeah. I actually had a bunch of different setups for this, even for condition overload priming, but yeah, let's get this all out and do it again. One adapter coming right up. We're actually gonna start off with empowered this time around because I know when a weapon is gonna be good with empowered, and this is one of them. Let's get diffusion and galvanized shot. I wonder if it's actually multiplicative or not. Aha, it is multiplicative. Fabulous. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. At first I thought it was just random, but it seems like the more I read into this, the more I realize that projectile weapons tend to be multiplicative, whereas hitscan weapons tend not to be. Empowered setups love corrosive because of the armor strip. Let's get a bit of heat in there. Ooh, a nice status chance. I'm liking it. I am liking it. So we get corrosive, heat and gas. Interesting. That actually sounds really nice, especially with the small mag. We get to 124.8. I wonder if hemorrhage would be worthwhile. We do have too much fire rate for it, but... you know what, let's just try it. Why not? Yeah, no steel path just yet. Ooh, this needs more fire rate. Damage seems to be really good though. Oh yeah, this is gonna be tremendous once we add a bit of fire rate. Good stuff. We have to do this again because I was not paying attention to the hemorrhage thing at all, so let's shoot some dudes and see if we get some slash procs. Well, I see some. Honestly, this feels like an awful lot of investment for just a handful of slash procs. I'm not feeling it at all. It's just too much for too little. I feel like Gunslinger should be more than enough, and it fits into the polarity, which is a nice bonus. Yeah, we could just run Hornet Strike. Let's slap a D under Galvanized Shot, which then lets us run Hornet Strike. There we go. Lovely. Time to turn up the heat. Oh, that feels so much better. Yep, I'm loving the fire rate. The mag is a bit small, but fire rate definitely feels better. Single target's tremendous as well, though. A perfect example right there. The homing on the projectile is a bit weird and the secondary fire is just busted. I am a little bit worried about ammo though because of the extra fire rate and all that. Now, since Galvanized Shot is multiplicative, I do want to try a Cucumber as well. Ooh, this is feeling mighty fine. I think I actually like this more. Let's add Harold for good measure, just go completely overboard because why not? Let's do a battle group and let's also max it out. Oh my god, that is tremendous damage. That's fabulous. Adding Harold on top of everything else speeds up the ramp up of like the the condition overload so much. Let's see if the ammo thing becomes a problem or not. Honestly, my favorite thing about Empowered and Cucumber setups as well is that they have virtually no ramp up. Like Empowered has no ramp up at all, and Cucumber, you just need to get like a kill and you're good to go. So far, the damage is more than enough, and ammo seems to be holding up as well. I have a feeling that would change rather quickly though if I started using the secondary fire. Another like upside of Cucumber is that you will often get magnetic on the enemies, so you can just rip through shields. I'm liking this. It's just the one thing that is kind of like meh is that the AoE on the primary fire is a bit small. Of course, we get Torment when we're running an Empowered setup. This is the worst Acolyte for these kinds of setups because it constantly cleanses. Just like, what do you want? Wowee, this is a right mess, innit? Now, I could use the secondary fire to deal with the Acolyte, but I kind of want to see how effective the primary is. Ah, stop it. And it seems to be absolutely fine. Like, if you get another Acolyte and not Torment, you can rip through it really fast. Yeah, the ammo is a little bit low after the Acolyte, but nothing too crazy, and it has good pickup, so I don't think you necessarily need mutation unless you're doing some very high level stuff. I really don't think it's necessary to go for mutation here, especially for the level of content that I do, but if you want to take this into some higher level stuff, I would very much recommend it. Let's do a shardless test as well. I forgot how much I enjoy this animation style. Look at this. Oh, that looks so good. I might actually put that on the Prime Boy as well. Yeah, that is looking nice. I don't see much of a difference, to be honest. We do have Harold with us, and that helps a lot, but the damage is still pretty nice. And mind you, this is level 185, so, you know, this isn't base level Steel Path. This is fairly high. Oh my god. How? How did I do this? Oh, well, let's put it on. Well, shit. So, here's the final build for the Cyanex, and I cannot believe it took me this long to realize that I forgot about Lethal Torrent, but, you know, I did realize it in the end, and I guess it's better late than never. We're running Galvanized Diffusion and Lethal Torrent in the end for some multi-shot and a bit of fire rate, Hornet Strike for base damage, Stunning Speed for reload speed and status chance, Scourge for heat and status chance, Pistol Pestilence and Jolt for corrosive and status chance, and then Galvanized Shot for status and condition overload. Galvanized Shot is really strong on the Cyanex because it provides multiplicative damage scaling on the direct damage, and because of that we're running Secondary Encumber for more random status procs. Now, just in case you don't have Encumber, you can also run this with Cascadia Empowered, and if you don't have that either, you can run something like Flare or Merciless and simply bring a pet that's gonna help you prime the enemies. And then, just like with any other corrosive setup, if you have Emerald Archon shards, use them. Either use one Tau Forged one or two regular ones to get more maximum corrosive procs. This way, you don't have to worry about armor strip at all because your corrosion will strip the enemies completely on its own. The Cyanex is really fun, its primary fire clears really well and the secondary fire has tremendous single target. The main downside, well, kind of too, is that A, the primary fire doesn't have a ton of AoE, it's 0.7 meters, so I didn't even bother with Firestorm this time around, and B, the homing on the primary projectiles is not great, they're just too fast. Though that can be fixed somewhat if you have a Riven with negative projectile speed. Overall, I'm very happy with the result. I had a lot of fun with the Cyanex and I would highly recommend you give it a shot. It does need a few spicy mods and ideally the Encumber Arcane, but you know, it's not too bad. So as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then if you have any weapons you would like me to try out in this series, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.